He's got a big brain, Eric, that's his name. A Fortnite quest, he's seeking fame in the state tournament. He aims to win, representing New You. He'll defeat the sin with his skills and strategy.
Because it's just a very simple font. I don't like Times New Roman because
yeah, I agree with that, bro. Times New Roman sucks.
Well, let me tell you about Times New Roman, okay? And you'll notice that on the computers, what's the first font that comes up? Times New Roman, doesn't it?
Typically it's Arial, actually, these days.
It's usually on all the computers I've had, HP, it's Times New Roman. And
We're
you
using
know,
Microsoft Word, because usually people use Google Docs these days, and that defaults to Arial.
okay, I won't explain it because you don't want to listen.
Oh, I'm listening, bro. I've been listening. I'm just trying to explain to you.
Times New Roman is Reptilian font.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Whoa. That's news.
Well, the English language is Reptilian. That's why the monarchy speaks English. You see, they don't speak Russian or Japanese. They speak English because they're Reptilian.
So just Times New Roman is Reptilian.
Yeah, it is. And Ekankar uses that because Joni runs Ekankar and she's Reptilian. And you look at the words.
Evil Reptilian, though. Not like a good Reptilian.
Well, you can figure that out for yourself, but no, it's not good. Okay? Not good at all. It's all tap lining.
So by using Times New Roman, do I get more tap lines? Because that would suck.
No, I'm not saying that. I at times use Times New Roman too in my business
You
deals.
just said it's evil reptilians.
Yeah, but it's just print. I'm just telling you what the symbolism of it.
Oh, okay. Wait, what kinds of business deals do you do?
But I don't like to use it because I like a simple font, which Arial is. I like the simplicity of the font, just straightforward, simple. And if you look at Ekankar or many things, but at Ekankar, they're HU. It's the Roman lettering. It's the Roman shape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's the time.
Have you heard of Wingdings?
No.
Oh, it's a font. I was curious if that was like.
There's many fonts. But I basically, you know, if Ava and I do an image, there's certain times I will want a different font for certain things, like my book covers or something like that. Here where
Have you ever used Papyrus?
Probably not.
It's a cool font. You should use it sometime.
Only if it makes sense with what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, you'd have to like. But if it works, if it makes sense, you know.
To you, maybe. I wanted a rounded font for this book cover, so this was for this book cover.
So rounded fonts are not reptilian.
I'm not saying they're not. The whole language is
Okay.
reptilian. Okay, you're in a reptilian. You're on a reptilian world. You're on a human farming planet. This is. People are raised like cattle here and eaten and destroyed and whatever. This is human farming by the reptilians. They created the whole situation here. So, no, I just prefer certain fonts. Also, artistically, when I create an image, I want it to be artistic too, not just like a business letter. Okay, I deal with businesses and business stuff, and they're all boring. They're all boring stuff. I like to make stuff like my imagery. I like to make it creative and fun, not business boring. Yeah, business letters and that. I see all this nonsense all the time. It's boring, boring stuff.
What do your business letters look like?
You make it up. whatever, it just depends upon what it relates to. You make it up. I make different things up, and so do they. I deal with other people's business stuff and whatever, and then if I'm
Do
to
you
make
have a
something,
business?
I make it up my own way. Well, I do business with the world besides, etc. I'm doing business with the world because I have projects that I'm
Oh,
creating.
like the super yacht.
I'm not doing that.
You just said earlier in the call that you were.
No, that's the research. That's the Ocean Research Center. That's not a boat.
Wait, what? The image showed a boat.
That's the old image you're looking at. That's years
Wait, do you have a
ago.
new one?
I'm not doing that.
What's the new version look like?
That's not. There's not. Has nothing to do with a boat.
So how are you going to research the ocean without a boat?
Oh, we'll have
Is
a
it like some
boat,
kind of awareness thing?
but I'll just get some. No, I'm creating positions so that people can go through the steps like a flow chart, but it's its own particular way, so they can go through the steps of starting to recognize the environment they're on, the earth that they're on, what's taking place, and a step at a time to see if they will get into their intuitive senses. So I'm creating these things like a baby school first, because that's where people are. They're one-dimensional, and they need to be babied along. But even though they think they know everything, because see, people have been taught through the systems because they get diplomas, they get degrees, they go to graduations and all this stuff. Fine, it's all fine. Nothing is negated. And then they become know-it-alls. Knowing what? Because you memorize the system that controls you? And you have a career to where? To nowhere. You got nothing. But it looks really good, doesn't it? But it's all a put on. You're in the
I feel like
opera.
people are doing it wrong. Because they work and like get all this money, right? But
I
like,
never said wrong.
no.
Everybody
I'm saying wrong.
everybody is having their experience because of their choice, Eric. Just like
They
you.
just get inheritance money. They won't have to worry about it. Just saying.
It doesn't matter. Everybody has their experience. Nothing is negated. Everything is fine. It's a matter of choice. What I'm doing is providing another option to get through it all.
To not have money.
I didn't say that. You said that.
Oh, I wasn't sure what you were talking about. I was just kind of assuming.
I know,
Because we were
because
talking about money.
I'm listening to you, and I know that you don't understand what I'm saying.
Can you explain
Because
it?
I didn't say that. See, your mind keeps making up things because you don't understand. You see?
Well, this is why we need a flow chart.
Go ahead and create your own flow chart so that you understand what you're doing.
That doesn't help me understand. I need to understand so I can make a flow chart.
No, you're a big boy now. See, you no longer live with your parents, so now you're on your own. You're in the wilderness. You got to figure it out. That's how it is. That's it. That's where you are. You got to figure it out.
I'm in the city.
Doesn't matter where you are. You're on Earth. You got to figure it out. Me too. While I'm here, I got to figure everything out too. So all I can do for you is provide references and hints, but you got to do it.
But do they have to be confusing?
Do what?
Do they have to be confusing? I feel like a flow chart would be right to the point.
Of course it does. Of course they have to be confusing because guess what, Eric? It's all a distortion. So it's going to end up
I
confused.
just feel like it's inefficient.
Even though you think it's okay according to your mind, show it to the birds. Show it to some ducks and chickens. Show it to your dog. Are they going to understand? No. It's
I
all
don't have a dog.
Don't matter. Show it to your neighbor's dog. Whatever.
My neighbor doesn't have a dog.
Confusing. Show it to somebody else. Show it to your neighbor. Whatever. You think they're going to understand your flow chart? Maybe some
Well,
of
my
them
neighbor
will.
probably would.
A lot of people won't because again, it's
He's got
your
a degree.
See that? What does that mean?
It means he paid a lot of money in school and is in massive debt.
That's about it. That's the definition right there.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, yeah. And did anybody but him decide it? No, he decided that, didn't he?
I just feel like he could understand the flowchart, though.
Well, does that matter?
Well, you asked, and I said yes, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, if it matters to you, then there you go. See, if you can find somebody that understands it, maybe they'll help you and give you some ideas. So that's where you start, you see?
Yeah, probably not a good idea for me to ask birds because they're not going to get it.
You know, you have to have a sense of humor at this too, Eric. You take things so literally that you don't have room for humor.
Oh, I think it's like really serious. I don't know why I would like
Life is not
laugh
serious.
about any of this.
Look at the sun shining. It's not serious. It's wonderful. Yeah.
So you're saying
Why be
I
serious?
should laugh about this entire situation?
I said, and again, you're not listening, Eric, because see, that's your situation is you don't listen. You're
I've
thinking,
been listening this whole time.
but you don't hear it. You hear sounds, but you don't get it. So the thing being is, look at the sun shining. Is it serious? No, it's not serious. It's wonderful. That's how I see it, but you can see it any way you want. It's up to you. I'm joking around all the time. Val and I and Ava, we just laugh so much here. We're just laughing all the time. Because again,
Can you
things
tell me a joke? Maybe that'll make me laugh.
tell you a joke.
Yeah. I feel like maybe that could really like lighten the mood, you know, get me to laugh some.
Okay, here's an interesting joke. Now, okay, one thing, if you interrupt me, I'm going to stop and I'm not going to tell you the rest.
Okay.
So you better not interrupt me because then I'm not going to finish it. I'm serious. I'll stop. That's it. I'm done. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So this is an airplane flight. And there's a fella in coach. You know, on airplanes you have coach and you have first class, right? Just nod your head, okay? So you have coach and you have first class. Well, this fella calls the stewardess over and says, stewardess, he's telling the stewardess, oh, I'm going to Hollywood because I'm going to be a movie star. Now, you know what? I kind of forget how this is. This is a good joke, but I kind of forget how this is. I'd have to think about it for a second. Give me a moment here.
Let me know when I'm supposed to laugh.
I don't know if you're going to laugh or not. It's an example of something. It's not about that it's funny. All jokes aren't funny. Okay, and it's not really a joke, but I read
We're
it.
talking about making me laugh.
I talked about, I don't know what makes you laugh because I've never really heard you laugh. I read it in Reader's Digest probably about 20 years ago. So anyhow, let's see how it goes here. So anyhow, there's this person. Actually, it's a blonde-headed lady. Well, we'll just pretend it's you, okay? So there's this blonde-headed lady, and she's telling the stewardess, oh, stewardess, I'm going to Hollywood to be a movie star. And something along those lines. Now, I forget how this goes. There's something missing there, and I can't remember. And so the stewardess, you know what? I apologize because, again, it's a good joke, but I'll have to think about it. Be next time. I got to think about it.
Okay. That'll be a next time kind of deal.
It's actually a good one, but there's something missing in it, and I kind of forget. I forget one part of it.
You got my hopes real high, man. I'll be looking forward to it.
I suggest, if you want to laugh, is to watch Seinfeld on Netflix. Yeah, Seinfeld is one of the best comedies I've ever seen. Actually, Val and I
heard it was like a brainwash cartoon, though.
and Beavis and Butthead isn't?
No, that one is too.
That one's super duh. Okay, so again, they're all that. All of them is that. That's what TV is. But anyhow, it's fun to watch these things once in a while. But we're on our 5th time because it's just fun. And actually, they get better as you watch the seasons over and over again.
Oh, I can
Seinfeld
imagine.
really the best of anything that I've ever seen on TV is really the best comedy in their situations. But once you understand Seinfeld, yeah, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't like it. That's fine, but
I
for
feel
me,
like
it was
my
good.
IQ is not high enough for Seinfeld.
But I enjoy just making things up as I talk to people and joking around. So that's really like moment to moment wit. That's what I like to do. Yeah.
Well, you're free to joke with me, man.
No, it's time to go. It's 10:38, so it's been way
Oh,
over.
okay, no joking.
Yeah, no joking. See, now we're at the point of no joking. But anyhow,
Okay,
no, it's
this is
good,
like a
Eric.
joke cutoff point. There's no
It's good,
joking
Eric.
allowed.
And I suggest if you really sincerely want to learn more, then you get all your buddies together on your big brain thing or whatever, and you start sharing your experiences. You read some of the books or whatever, tell them about it, and you start talking around, etc., and start sharing things, and this will help you wake up more and more. It really will, and with your friends and letting them know, etc., and then having your own meeting. You see, it's time to do that. So you have the capability
Well, I've
to
had
do that.
Skibbity Wednesday. You're just not joining it anymore. And
Well,
without you, nobody cares to join, man. They're joining for you, not for me.
no, well, this is where you have to. Well, this is where you have to figure it out for yourself. Okay.
So you won't be in Skibbity Wednesday anymore?
No, I'll do
But we
this.
need your insight, man. You join everyone else's group. You just don't want to be
No,
in
the
mine.
insight is on the recording. They can listen to the recording, and you guys can talk about the recording.
Yeah, but you know your stuff. You're on every other group, and you give them insight, but you don't want to give us insight? Bro.
I can't do everything.
I'm starting to think you don't like me.
See, again, there goes your mind.
No, I still have it. Don't you
See,
worry.
when you just say okay, then you're okay. That's it. It's
Okay.
that simple. The sun's shining. See, since we've been talking, the sun hasn't changed.
Okay.
It's still okay.
But you're still not in Skibbity Wednesday.
This is how it is, okay? Because I'm deciding my life like you're deciding your life. So if you want it, then you go do it. But this
Can
is
you
how
add me to the Skype groups then, so I can get my insight from you then?
you can come to the other Skype groups if you want.
I'm not in the groups anymore.
You can get in there. You can.
How do I join them?
Just contact Val or Ava. They basically have, but contact Val Vitos.
Okay.
He'll let you in the groups.
Cool.
And that's fine. You're welcome to come in the groups. Yeah.
I'll shoot him a
But
message
you're
then.
invited. You can't be inviting other people. You don't want to be doing that. That's not good because the groups are very calm and everybody's very polite. Okay. They're not speaking over each other. They don't do that. So, yeah, but just contact Val Vitos, and he'll let you in the groups. You're welcome to come in the groups. Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah, it's fine. We have them every day at 10 a.m. Pacific time on Skype. And again, that's the idea. And so sometimes we answer a question, whatever, but you want to kind of listen to what's going on and kind of go with the flow of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You want to be considerate. Okay. You want to be very, very considerate. So if I go to other groups or something, I don't say anything unless I'm asked or whatever.
You do that all the time in Skibbity Wednesday though, and I was just following your lead, because you're like the guy.
Well, yeah, but it's like when Paul was here in his day, he can't be everywhere doing everything for everybody. He did certain things.
I mean, he's dead now, so.
He's not dead. all is. It's not about being dead. He's not here physically, but he's not dead. There's no such thing. Do you have books 2 and 6?
I think so. I couldn't read them. I tried to read them, and then I just couldn't understand them.
Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. They're in English. You know what's so funny is that you speak English, you read English, but you don't understand them, which I get. It takes a while. That's where, when I was first doing this with Paul and how he created it, I read the book.
You just write really weird.
Over and over and over again. Well, it's because it's to break up your literal mind, so you start
It
seeing.
doesn't make it easier to read
Intuitively. Yeah.
Like, if people can't read your thing because you write it weird, I feel like that's kind of on you.
That's fine. You can think whatever you want. Why don't you look at?
So, speaking of your books,
look at
how are
computer
your sales
programming.
like?
Eric,
Yeah, what's up?
look at computer programming. You think that's easy to understand? All the words and terminology?
I don't get it.
No, most people don't know what the hell it is, but they're all using computers. But when they look at computer programming, do they understand it? No.
Well, the computers can translate. I don't think my computer can translate this.
Again, it takes time. You have to take time to understand it, and then you will.
Actually, maybe it can. Hold up.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to jump.
Wait, hold up.
Hour 45 minutes. No, I'm going to jump. We will see you next time.
He's got a big brain, Eric, that's his name.